Picture this. Your alarm is playing Chappell Roan's Pink Pony Club. It sounds like a totally normal morning, except, well, you are waking up 169,000 miles away from Earth. Okay, let's unpack this.
Welcome to this deep dive into NASA's Artemis II update for April 4, 2026. We're looking at Flight Day 4, where the crew is, gearing up for a historic lunar flyby while testing out our deep space flight capabilities.
Yeah, it is quite the wake-up call, right? I mean, inside a machine hurtling toward the moon at thousands of miles an hour. And right after the pop music fades, they're hitting major historic milestones, like actually taking manual control of the Orion spacecraft.
Right, and I know people usually compare that to, test driving a car to see how the steering handles around tight
Oh,
corners.
definitely.
But I mean, in a frictionless vacuum, there are no tires or tight corners, so it feels a bit more like trying to maneuver a heavy Zamboni on perfectly frictionless ice using only bursts of compressed air. They really need to see exactly how those thruster pulses translate to actual momentum when there is zero gravity dragging on them. Exactly. And they're testing those thruster pulses on a trajectory with, well, just staggering scale. Orbital mechanics dictate they don't just fly to the moon, they actually swing way past it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so they're on track to shatter Apollo 13's distance record by over 4,000 miles. They'll eventually max out at an incredible 252,757 miles away from Earth.
Wait, 252,000? That is wild. But I've always wondered about that. Going further obviously breaks records, sure, but if they are over 4,000 miles back, they aren't really getting the extreme close-up the Apollo missions got, right? Since they were skimming just 70 miles above the surface. Are they sacrificing scientific detail just for perspective?
Well, it is a calculated trade-off. Because they are 4,066 miles away, they can capture the entire lunar disk in a single frame.
Oh, wow. The whole thing.
Exactly. So during their 6-hour flyby window on April 6, that wider perspective allows them to map ancient lava flows and impact craters on a macro scale. Plus, the specific alignment of this wider orbit gives them a 1-hour solar eclipse.
An eclipse from space.
Yeah. The sun will glide directly behind the moon, which gives them a perfect view of the solar corona without the harsh glare of the solar disk.
Okay, but that wide swing behind the moon comes with a massive catch, doesn't it? Because as soon as they pass onto the far side, the moon itself physically blocks the line of sight to Earth's deep space network.
Right, which means a planned 40-minute communications blackout.
40 minutes of nothing.
Utter radio silence. No telemetry, no voice, no data at all until they clear the other side.
So knowing that blackout is coming definitely explains why they are trying to dump data so aggressively right now. And they aren't just using standard radio waves. They are using these advanced optical lasers to beam down over 100 gigabytes of data. I mean, lasers pack data into tighter wavelengths, meaning they can transmit way more high-resolution video than traditional radio antennas.
What's fascinating here is the sheer contradiction of this mission. I mean, on the outside, you have cutting-edge optical lasers, but on the inside, they're dealing with basic space plumbing.
Oh no, don't tell me.
Yeah, Mission Control actually had to cancel a trajectory burn just to point the spaceship at the sun to melt a clogged toilet vent line.
That is hilarious. Imagine being on a road trip and your AC breaks, so you have to literally steer your entire car away from the sun just to cool down. But in space, it is the exact opposite. Venting liquid waste into the vacuum of space causes it to flash freeze instantly in the vent line.
Right.
So they use literal solar thermodynamics, like baking the side of the ship in sunlight, just to thaw out the pipe.
You really do have to conquer the mundane to
Yeah.
achieve the extraordinary. And that ties directly into the biology they are studying. The Avatar payload, for instance, is looking at how bone marrow cells react to deep space radiation.
Because marrow produces our immune cells, right?
Precisely. Without a functioning immune system or, well, a functioning toilet, future crewed missions to Mars are basically impossible. They're using M42 sensors to track cabin radiation alongside this, figuring out exactly what human bodies need to endure long-term exposure.
It really is something. Artemis II Flight Day 4 is just a brilliant snapshot of what space exploration actually is. I mean, it's a wild blend of record-breaking trajectories, cutting-edge laser science, and literally using the sun to fix your plumbing.
It totally is. It's the ultimate test of human ingenuity, adapting to the most hostile environment imaginable.
Absolutely. So, as you think about the crew preparing to enter that 40-minute radio blackout behind the moon, consider what it really means for four humans to be completely cut off from Earth, just watching our star disappear behind a dark alien world. What new understanding of human isolation and cosmic connection might they bring back? Something to think about.